Hey everybody, it's Frankie, and today we're going to talk about bum, 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 pageant walking. So, pageant walking, pageant walking, pageant walking. Something near and dear to my heart, right? So, first off, we have to understand that modeling is one thing and pageantry is something else. So the best way I've heard it explained is modeling is selling something, not necessarily yourself. You're selling the clothing, the bag, the sunglasses, the shoes, the gloves, whatever you're wearing, right? That's what you're selling. While pageantry, you're selling yourself. So with that being said, when you're fashion modeling, there might not be a lot of smiles, definitely not a lot of turns and twists and all that stuff. It's just straight down, straight back, very simple. While in a pageant walk, there's different levels to that, right? There's different phases of competition. The way you walk in evening gown isn't going to be the same way you walk in fitness. Fitness walk is it not going to match your swimsuit walk, while your swimsuit walk is not going to match your fun fashion walk. So, I'm naming out all these different terminologies. Normally in normal circumstances, your traditional phase of competition are going to be your interview, evening gown, and then swimwear or fitness. And then optional competitions, meaning uh, competition that does not equate to your final score, could be anything from fun fashion, outfit of choice, state wear costume, like those kind of things, right? So let's just break down the evening gown walk. So, most times when you're being judged on evening gown, they want to see your poise, they want to see your confidence. They just want to see it's literally what it is. It's pure elegance. So that means we're not bebopping, bouncing. We're walking slow. We're not, we're not, you know, we're not doing all that. It's very simple. It's very sleek. It's very slow. It's giving elegance. It's giving face. It's giving body. Like it's just like we're going slow. When I tell my girl, that's like the stage is yours. They ain't gonna kick you off of it, right? So allow the judges to be able to look at your beauty because that's what you're giving. That's what you're showing them. You're showing them every ounce of beauty, elegance, poise. Evening gown walk. Very It can be very difficult, especially, sometimes in your walk as from a judging perspective, I can look at a girl and I'm like, she's a dancer, she's a cheerleader. There's always that little tell that, that pageantry might not be your first sport per se. Um, but it comes with practice, just because you're a really good fitness walker, just because you're a really good fun fashion walker does not mean you can sell evening gown, if that makes sense. A lot of times with fitness and fun fashion and those ones, they're upbeat. Sometimes you might have a cape or overskirt and you are working it, you're turning, you're showing all your athletic ability in terms of being able to move and shake and do all the things. So that's why I know, like, for me, when it comes to evening gown specifically, I am just really bad at I'm a fast mover. Like I walk fast, like, in the normal circumstances, I'm moved like so I have to really slow down and practice that slow walk. I had a teacher talk about drag that toe. So as you walk, that back foot is dragging, and that does help me. Now it's gonna mess up the front part of your shoe, but if your dress is covering your shoes, you won't have that problem. But anyway, and I have messed up the shoes. Um, you know what? I'll show you real quick. Whew, hope I move fast enough. That that right there is from dragging the front part of my foot. But I mean, it does help with trying to slow you down. These are my very first pageant shoes. Maybe these are a pair of Jessica Simpsons. I got them off Amazon. I just needed a low heel because I was a newbie to pageantry and I like my dress did not graze the floor. Which is like is like a fashion faux pas. Like your gown has to touch the floor. And unfortunately, I'm not able to, I can't get off the rack gowns. Like, you can find some really beautiful ones like in the department stores, like brands like McDougal. What are some other brands that I have that aren't long enough? Um, Department store brands, McDougal, I've experienced isn't long enough. I got a beautiful my first dress. It was so beautiful. It met all the criteria. I've seen somebody else in it. It was an ASO dress. It and but it's off the rack. It was not long enough for me. So I tried to go with a shorter heel. Most girls, um, they're buying, more designer couture gowns where they're long to account for women who are taller with tall heels, and they'll instead of them having to take the dress up because I want to resell it, they'll just wear a higher heel. So some girls are wearing like 6-inch heels, 5.5-inch heels, like trying to create that height and that length. So like this is probably like a 3.5, like your standard heel. I've since expanded on my shoes. I was gonna make a different episode about shoes, but I have upgraded my heels and I have a pair that look more like what you would consider more traditional heel. But I have other brands. I've done non-traditional brands because these are Jessica Simpson. My new pageant heels are Jessica Simpson, and then my past pageant heels were Neutralizer. Believe it or not, like you like Neutralizer, like what my grandma wears. Like yes, Neutralizer. They made some really cute shoes. They were on sale on TJ Maxx for $30 each, and I bought both pair because the when you're picking a pageant shoe, a lot of times they want it to either be like that the clear, so like this is clear, and then or it to be close to match your skin tone. So um that's what I've gone with. I've gone with more skin tone. And so when I saw they had both colors and I looked like they're going to match my skin complexion, I went ahead and bought them both. And then later checked, and one of the pair of shoes normally retails for 150. So it's just really great when you can get a deal. So like don't cut TJ Maxx and Marshall short. They do sell some designer gowns, not Sherry Hill, but they do sell Giovanni. I've gotten 2 Giovanni dresses off of TJ Maxx. And so we've talked about that balling on a budget, right? Being able to do pageantry is so expensive so you want to be able to try to cut costs where you can, instead of paying, $200 for a pair of shoes. Can you find the same shoe on Amazon for cheaper? Can you find the same shoe at TJ Maxx for cheaper? Um, this episode has gone very off from normally I do a good job of staying on point, but I went to go grab my shoes and I've gone completely off task. Um, but the pageant walk. Just remember the biggest thing is remember to keep your evening gown walk simple, sleek, and smooth. Like those are if I had to describe it, simple, sleek, and smooth. Simple. The three. Oh yes, look. As I'm on this thing, I have developed the 3 S's of the evening gown walk: simple, sleek, and smooth. Gosh, look. Thank you for this brainstorming session. You didn't even know this, but you helped me create this. I own it. Please don't try to take it. But if y'all want to reuse it, please quote me. The Crown Life with Frankie, the 3 S's of evening gown walk: simple, sleek, and smooth. If it sticks with you and you use it, please coin it to me, tag me to it. But we have come to our 10 minutes, and I thank you so much for being here with me today. All right, see ya. Bye.